Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to JFF Live. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode in the series in JFF News. If you haven't already, we kindly encourage you to hit the like, share, and subscribe button right here to this platform. Please do so that you can have exclusive content and behind the scenes action as well. So let's get into the news, shall we? First, let's start with our under 14 girls that participated recently in the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series in Trinidad and Tobago. We want to say a heartily commendation to our under 14 girls who made it all the way to the semi-finals of this competition. They defeated the likes of Bermuda, Aruba, and the Trinidad and Tobago en route to the semi-finals of the competition. Well done to our ladies for being able to reach the semi-finals of the competition. And as we know, Puerto Rico won the competition last night, the team that defeated Jamaica at the semi-final stage. So well done to our ladies. Safe travels home to Jamaica, and we look forward to the next stage in your development as you matriculate into the under 15 program. Now let's talk about what took place on Wednesday, and that was the draw for the 2017 FIFA Women's World Cup qualifiers. The draw for the first round has been announced, so let's look at Jamaica's group, shall we? Jamaica is in Group B alongside Guyana, Nicaragua, Dominica, and Antigua and Barbuda. Now, many people have been wondering, in terms of what the format looks like. It's going to be two games at home and two games away. Two games at home and two games away. So let's say, for example, if Jamaica were to play Guyana at home, Jamaica will not play Guyana away. And Jamaica plays Antigua away, Jamaica would not play Antigua at home. So it's Swiss style. Remember, we had this in the last World Cup qualifying cycle for women as well, where Jamaica played Bermuda and the Dominican Republic at home and Cayman Islands and Grenada away. Remember, the women had that cycle. And remember, even on the men's side as well in World Cup qualifying, where Jamaica played the British Virgin Islands and Dominic on the road, and Guatemala and the Dominican Republic at home. So it's this format. And what does Jamaica need to do? Jamaica needs to finish at the top of the group. Yes, that is right. Win the group in order to qualify for the final round of World Cup qualifying. It's imperative to do so. And then from there, teams will be seeded in a scenario where the number one seed, the United States, plays the eighth seed, which is currently right now Trinidad and Tobago. The second seed, Canada, would play the seventh seed. And at this point in time, that would be Panama. The third seed being Mexico, taking on Haiti. And fourth playing fifth would be Jamaica versus Costa Rica. That is as things stands. So what Jamaica has to do is go and win these four games. And then, of course, it would set up a game against potentially Costa Rica in the CONCACAF Women's Championship in November of 2026, meaning you beat Costa Rica, you qualify for the World Cup. So essentially, you could say the Reggae Girls are 5 wins away from World Cup qualification because you have four games within this first round group stage, four games, and then you have to win your quarterfinal in the CONCACAF Women's Championship. So essentially, four plus one, five. So the Reggae Girls essentially are 5 games away from World Cup qualification. So that just provides a little clarity there. And here are the other groups: Mexico, Puerto Rico, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Group C, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Bermuda, Grenada, and the Cayman Islands. That's almost similar to the group that's from 3 years ago. Remember, Bermuda, Grenada, Cayman Islands were also in Jamaica's group. The only difference, no DR and no Jamaica in that group. Group D, arguably, many may say the toughest group here: Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Suriname, Belize, and Antigua. Haiti went to the last World Cup. Dominican Republic gradually improving within the women's game. Suriname also in the same note in terms of their improvements within women's football as well. Group E, Panama, Cuba, St. Kitts and Nevis, Curacao, and Aruba. And Group F, the only group that has four teams in it: Trinidad and Tobago, El Salvador, Honduras, and Barbados. So the six group winners will join the United States and Canada in the CONCACAF Women's Championship to take place in November 2026. The host of that final round is yet to be confirmed, but at least you know what the preliminaries are like for Jamaica and what is needed. So we'll get further clarity in relation to the schedule, the dates for the first round quite soon. But if we were to follow the same format like we have done in previous World Cup qualifying cycles in a Swiss style format. It would follow the format of Jamaica facing Nicaragua at home, then Dominica away, Jamaica facing Antigua on the road, and then Guyana at home. So if CONCACAF were to use the same format, that is how it would pan out. But let's wait to see if there's any changes where this is concerned, and then we can be able to progress forward on this. Okay, good. So that's where we are in terms of World Cup qualifying for the women. In relation to the men, we can expect the squad for the upcoming September window of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying to be announced very soon. So do stay tuned, folks, for more information where this is concerned. Okay, so that would be greatly appreciated. The Jamaica Premier League has also started for the 2025-2026 season, and also Mount Pleasant Academy and Cavalier have also got the ball rolling in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. We have Mount Pleasant. They recorded a 1-0 victory over Robin Hood, the first time that Mount Pleasant was defeating a non-Jamaican team within this competition. And Cavalier, they fell 2-0 to Cibao, but 3 games to go and plenty of opportunities for them to rebound, especially this week when they face Juventus de Cai from Haiti. And as we know, in relation to the Mount Pleasant team, they travel. And so safe travels to them to the Dominican Republic as they face Mocha. So, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of JFF News right here on JFF Live. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.